Why is my like, there we go. Y'all, we back to the OG sit down film spot. But hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my top 10 curly hair tips, as well as my top 10 products that I use and that have worked for me ever since I started using them. These are like my OGs, my go-tos, and I have nothing bad to say about them. Nothing bad. I feel like this is a video that should be a staple to my channel, like something that you guys can always look back on, because I get a lot of questions about my curls and what I use, and I'm not gonna gatekeep. We don't gatekeep around here. I'm gonna tell y'all the real, and I'm gonna tell y'all what works and, you know, what I use, because I want y'all to be great. You know, I just want y'all to be great. So I have like 3B/3C hair. I did have some texture changes or like pattern changes as the years have went on, as I've grown up. I have gone to perm before. I've, you know, straightened it. Like I had a whole straightening phase when I was younger. I didn't start taking my curls seriously till probably sophomore year in high school, and this is where we're at. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. I'm not gonna waste no time. I'm gonna let y'all know, you know, the real. So I'm gonna start off with products specifically, and I don't really have any shampoo or conditioners to recommend for you guys, because I haven't really found one that has stood out to me and that I feel like I could recommend to you guys, because I'm still kind of in the process of discovering what works for me and what doesn't, conditioner and shampoo wise. I am about to try Olaplex though, which I will let you guys know how that works for me. I'm almost out of my current shampoo and conditioner, so once I start that, I will let you guys know if it's worth the hype. But this is my first product I want to share with you guys. This is the As I Am Classic Leave-In Conditioner. My hair gets weighed down very easily, and it's pretty lightweight, so I have to make sure that when I do use products, one, I use minimal, and two, it's not too heavy. So I feel like this is a perfect leave-in conditioner if you get weighed down hair very easily. It smells really good. This whole line actually smells amazing, and it also lingers in your hair, so you'll have like a scent in your hair once you use anything from this line. I also like their co-wash. I don't have it today because I've used it all, but that was the second product I was gonna talk to you guys about, their co-wash, because it smells so good. It's literally like the same line as this. It's called like the As I Am co-wash. I don't remember like the whole, you know, exact name, but I'll put it on the screen. That's my second recommendation for you guys, and it makes my hair smell really good, and it makes my hair very, very soft. Like I'm talking soft. Like when I get out the shower and I use it, it feels like I just used like the best hair mask in the world. I would take that over a hair mask any day, because it makes me feel so clean, makes my scalp literally so clean, and my hair is soft, smooth, smells good, and it's just all around. Like that's probably like my top product out of all these. That's probably my top. So another leave-in conditioner that I have is this Pantene Detangling Milk. This does have silicone. I think this one does as well, but I don't know. Does this have silicone? I don't know. Some products I use do have silicone. I don't think I use sulfates at all though, but I know some products I use do have silicone. But I feel like you can get away with using silicone as long as you use it to a minimal, and it's not like you're using every product with silicone, if that makes sense. So if you do build a routine for your hair, make sure that not every product has that, because then it's just overall bad for your hair, and your curls are not going to come out like you want them to. Honestly, when is my battery not dying? Anyways, as I was saying, make sure that when you are using silicones, it's one, to a minimal, and two, you're not using it throughout your whole routine, so that way you at least have some sort of, you know, healthiness to your routine. I think if your hair is healthy enough to use silicones, then you can. Mine personally is. I just make sure that I use them to a minimal, because sometimes things with silicone can give me better results than things without silicones. So yeah, just make sure you do your research on silicones and all that stuff, because they can be harmful for your hair, but I personally just use them to a minimum. The next two products I'm going to talk about are creams. With creams, it's always a hit or miss for me, because like I said, creams can sometimes be too much for my hair. I just have to make sure that I use a very minimal amount and it's just, you know, not too heavy. So this is my go-to cream. I have been using this for literally since I've started my healthy hair journey. So like, let's see, 6 years now? No, is it 6 years? Probably like five, almost 6 years. But this is the Diva Curl Super Cream. I know there's hella scandals out about how their stuff is making people's hair fall out. I personally have never had a problem with Diva Curl products. I love them. They work amazing for my hair. Out of all their products, this is just always the OG, always gonna work for me. I usually put like probably like 2 pumps and it works for my whole head. So sometimes I'll put like 2.5, or like I'll put 2 pumps around my whole head and then I'll take like 1 pump and then just put it specifically on my ends, and it just works amazing. It gives me great definition, great moisture. I literally have it in my hair right now. Y'all, just literally invest in it. If you have hair like mine, or you're looking for a really moisturizing cream that defines, this is gonna be your best friend. This cream is kind of like a dupe of that, I would say, in my opinion, because it works pretty similar. However, this one gives me a little more volume. This is the Cream of Nature Pure Honey Twisting Cream. Now I know it says twisting cream, but I would use this on my curls. I had like a phase, I think it was like my senior year in high school or like last year, when I was using this like OD. Oh my gosh, great cream. That is a great cream as well. It's a little bit on the thicker side. Actually, it's not that thick, but it's kind of like in between like a thin cream and a thicker cream. I feel like this is like the same consistency as the curl enhancing smoothie, maybe a little bit thinner. But yeah, I do the same thing. Just take like a little glob of it, kind of rake it through my hair, and then I'll, you know, finger coil around my face and like parts that are frizzy. Gives me great results. It's amazing as well. And then I'm gonna move on to my favorite oil. This I spray on my hair after I do my cream. So like my curly hair routine, I always do a cream, I spray this, and then I do my mousse, and then, you know, let it air dry, diffuse, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? So this oil is amazing because 1, gives me shine, 2, moisturizes, and 3, oh, it smells so amazing. The only thing I can really say out of all the products I'm going to show y'all is this one. It doesn't really have a smell. It doesn't smell bad or good. It just doesn't really have much of a smell to it. Besides that, everything else I'm showing y'all smells amazing. This is the Diva Curl High Shine multi-benefit oil, and this is kind of just like a, you know, sealant. So I always use this after my cream just to kind of seal in the moisture from the cream, and makes my hair smell so good. Sometimes I'll spray it on my hair, like if I'm about to go out and I'm wearing my hair down and I just want my hair to smell good, I'll spray this on. But yeah, I usually use like 3 spritz, so I'll spray like 1 on this side, 1 on that side, maybe 1 in the back, and then an extra 1 actually, so that's like 4 spritz. I'll use like the extra spritz on my ends. Great oil, because I don't like putting straight up oil on my hair, so I don't like my hair to look oily. I like it to look moisturized, but not oily. There's a difference. That's the only like oil spray thingy that I use. I do have 1 product like shower wise that I do want to share with you guys. Actually, my co-wash was a shower product, but I have another one. This is the Shea Moisture Curl and Shine hair mask. But hear me out, hear me out. I had this mask that was halfway full, and then I had the Shea Moisture, it's like the coconut line mask, the like daily hydration. It's this line of mask, but I mixed the 2 because I had half of each, so I mixed it. Oh my god, makes my hair so soft. Like I can't even express how soft it makes my hair. Like it's actually insane. I didn't even think a mask make my hair that soft. It's literally the same thing as if I were to use the co-wash, and that's crazy because I haven't found anything to compare to that. But individually, both masks are great, but I like to mix them now. So like if I have leftover too, I'll just mix them and kind of see how my hair reacts, because I'm getting different benefits from both just put into one. And oh my god, it just did my hair wonders. So now to my personal favorite of my routine, mousse. So I recently switched over to mousse probably about 6 months ago. It was recommended by my hairstylist because since I do have pretty lightweight curls, I can't really use gel, or I would use gel, however it would weigh my hair down much easier, and I just was scared to try mousse because I thought it wouldn't work on my hair. Like I would only use mousse when I had a protective hairstyle, like when I would have my knotless braids, stuff like that. That's the only time I'd use mousse. So I'm like, oh, I'm kind of scared to use it because I don't want to buy one and then it doesn't work. So my stylist recommended this one. This is called the Dew. I don't really know how to pronounce it. You can get this at Target. I believe this is like $9. I hope I'm right. I really hope I'm right. But this is the Dew Mousse Def Texture Foam. It's a high definition control mousse. So what I do is I'll put my cream on, my oil spray, and then I'll kind of like pump this into my hand, just kind of scrunch it, and then put a little like by my roots, and then I'll let it kind of dry until the mousse is like soaked into my hair. Gives me such great results. It's gonna make your hair a little bit crunchy, but you're able to like, you know, kind of break that down once it's all the way dry. This is so good. It kind of smells like fruity. It smells like fruity. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of smells like apples. It smells tropical. But this is a great mousse. If you're looking to switch over from gel to mousse, this is your sign to do it, because this makes my hair smell so good and gives me great volume and definition, because I like having both volume and definition, more towards the volume side, but if it can give me definition, that's always a plus, and this is a great product for that. I also have another mousse to recommend, which is also on the low end side. This is the Cake Curl Whip Mousse. So this one's a little more foamier than this one. This one's more of like a Gillette shaving cream consistency, and this one's more of like a foam. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but this one's more, I guess, bubbly, and this one is more whipped. This one takes longer to soak into your hair once you put it in your hair, but it works so good. I say they both work the same. I'll spray a little so y'all can kind of see. So this one is like, you know, like I said, more of a Gillette shaving cream consistency. I say Gillette because that's all I think of when I see like the Gillette shaving cream. My god. Oh, so yeah, that's what that one looks like. Literally, it's still coming out. That's the only thing too, like this will keep coming out like after you put it on your hands, so you kind of just gotta let it die down before you close it. And this one, the only thing about this one too is that sometimes the pump gets stuck, so I might switch this over to a new like pump. But yeah, see, like this one's more of like a foamy, yeah. So they both work the same, just one is a little more watered down than the other, but works great. I know it does say to not put oil on it before applying, but it doesn't affect my hair. It doesn't affect like the result or anything, so I still do it anyways. It's not like I'm using a really heavy oil, just using a spray. Then lastly, I do want to talk about Slickbacks. So this is the Extreme Gel. I love this gel. This is an amazing low-end gel that you can put in your hair. It's more water-based than Eco Gel, I think. So it'll give you more of a lightweight slash smooth slick back, or just wash and go in general. If I do wash and goes, I like to use Extreme Gel rather than Eco Gel because it's more lightweight, like I said, and this also makes my slick backs much more easier to do. I did mix a little bit of Eco in here, so that's why it looks like a little green because I had some leftover eco that I did mix in there. Extreme Gel is just overall amazing. I specifically use it for Slickbacks because it just gives me that very smooth slick back. But yeah, Extreme Gel, great for Slickbacks. This is my go-to for Slickbacks because it just does the job, makes it smooth. And then people are always asking me what I use. I'm like, I just use Extreme Gel. This whole tub is like $2 from Target. What are you doing? All right, so now that we're done going through the products, I want to share with you guys my top 10 tips on how I keep my hair healthy, what helps me, you know, maintain it, just overall health of my curls. So my first one, I know you hear this a lot, but get your trims, bro. I swear a trim will really make a difference in not only your hair health, but your growth and just how it turns out when you use products. Just making sure that you get your trims is key, literally key. But like I said, as needed. Don't try to schedule an appointment for a trim like just like every 6 months or like every 3 months, every month, because you're gonna know when you need a trim. And it took me a while to realize that, but once my stylist told me that, like the first time, I was like, oh whatever, like I'm not gonna know, I might as well just schedule it. But when she actually said that and I actually experienced it, I was like, oh my god, like she was right. Like you're gonna know when you need a trim because your ends are gonna start to feel dry, you're gonna have more like tangled hair, and it's just gonna be harder to maintain. You're just gonna realize that your hair from when you get a trim to when you don't have a trim, and you're just gonna realize the difference from when you had your hair trimmed to when you need a trim. You'll notice it, you'll know, because it'll just affect. But yeah, it'll just affect overall your whole routine. And once you get that trim, you'll thank me. You'll thank me. Second tip I have, which I was talking about a little bit earlier, is use as minimal products as possible. What I'm saying by this is to please do not use a product if you do not need it. And if you need to add on more and more products to your routine, that means that your routine is not good. It's not. So I like to use a method where I always have some sort of cream base, some sort of, you know, oil or some kind of sealant, and then mousse. Sometimes I'll only do cream and mousse and it literally does the job. Just making sure that you use as minimal products as possible is key, because not only are you just causing buildup, it can also cause breakage in your hair because you're using so much products and it's just pulling on your hair. So making sure that you only use what you need and you find the right products is just going to save you a lot of money, save you a lot of time and patience. So yeah, for me, I only use 2 to 3 products. I used to use like 4 or 5. And then I kind of just learned what works for me and realized that once I switched to minimal products, I did not even need to add all the extra stuff that I did. So my next tip is to wash your hair only once a week. And how I do that is I will pick one day, wash it one day, and then let's say I wear slick back like majority of the week and I need to wash it again, I will only co-wash it. I will not use shampoo. Please only co-wash or just use conditioner if you're going to wet your hair in the shower twice a week, because if you use shampoo consistently, it's going to dry your hair and it's just not it. That's just not the vibes. It's not the vibes. Curls are not meant to be shampooed a lot. Oh my god, I'm so tired of my dog right now. So yeah, just don't over shampoo your hair, only once a week. If you're gonna wash twice, just do conditioner and co-wash, because we don't want to dry out our scalp and we don't want to add more and more dryness and strip the natural oils from our hair. My fourth tip is to pull your hair back when doing skincare. My stylist actually told me this. It was kind of already a self-explanatory thing that I should be doing, but the reason why she mentioned it to me was because I did mention to her how my edges were kind of thinning out, and she was telling me that sometimes, not even sometimes, most of the times, it's not even from doing the slick backs and everything, because I told her that's what I thought it was from, and she said no, it could be the fact that you're washing your face and you're not pulling your hair back and all that type of stuff. So I realized like once I stopped doing that, you know, washing my face with my hair, you know, all up in the way, I noticed that I was starting to have less breakage. The only time I won't really pull it back is if I have a slick back, because it's kind of like already pulled back in a way. I use these little microfiber like headband things. I got these from Marshall's, but it's like Velcro, so you can kind of just do that, just kind of pull it up and then, you know, pull it back for, you know, your hair, and just do my skincare, do whatever, because I can also kind of wear my hair down with this. It just pulls it back enough to where it's not gonna ruin my curls, and I still have, you know, room to work with my face. So yeah, I highly suggest investing in these or some sort of like satin or non-harmful curl headband, so that way you can do your skincare without it getting in the way. Also making sure that you're not overdoing the protective styles, because protective styles can cause breakage around the edge area, whether it's like all around your face or under your neck. Just making sure that you don't, you know, do those 24/7, and you also give your hair a break. Just, you know, rock it natural, so that way you don't have so much breakage around your edges, and it kind of just gives them, you know, a little bit of leeway to grow. My fifth tip kind of ties into this one. Try to avoid putting your hair up like in a high tight style. That causes quite a lot of breakage, and that is known, at least from what I've done my research on, that is known to cause like the most breakage in your hair. That specific hairstyle, just pulling your hair up and high, whether it's a bun, ponytail, whatever. I personally don't do that often. I usually do a low slick back, but pulling your hair up high, it causes so much breakage, literally tears on your head, like you don't even know. Like, you don't even know. Yeah, try to avoid that. I'm not saying completely discard it, but just make sure that you try to wear your hair down as much as possible. That's what I've been trying to work on, because I am so quick to put my hair in a slick back. Like, and I think that's just because I go to the gym, I work, and it's just the most easiest style to do. You literally just slick it back, and then every day if you want to, you know, touch it up, you just add some water, add some gel, slick it back some more. But also take into consideration that pulling your hair back like that is going to cause a lot of breakage over time, especially if you know, do it up high. So yeah, if you are gonna do a slick back, try to go more for the lower one than the higher one, because the higher one is going to cause more breakage. My sixth tip is to invest in a shampoo brush. This is a game changer for your shower routine, because it's going to make your scalp way cleaner than using your hands. It really helps, you know, get the dirt out, and, you know, make sure that you are getting all the buildup possible that is kind of, you know, soaking into your scalp. It's also very relaxing. Like, I didn't think that I would really like to use it, because, you know, I'm kind of just like literally using my hands so much, and I thought it was just gonna be a strain on my arm, but I feel like doing a slick back is more of a strain on my arm. But yeah, shampoo brushes, I got mine from Amazon. I believe it was like $7, maybe cheaper. You can get them at places like Marshall's or TJ Maxx for even cheaper than that. But yeah, using a shampoo brush is going to guarantee a deeper clean rather than if you were to use your hands. And also, if you are going to use your hands, don't use your nails. Don't use your nails, because you are scratching the hell out of your scalp, and that's not good. Like, if you're using your hands, just use your fingertips, and, you know, if you have the shampoo brush, you can, you know, just work it around. I always try to get under here, because this is a very slept on area that a lot of people don't really get when they shampoo. They always want to get like this little part, but yeah, making sure that you get under is just as important. Speaking of shower routines, make sure that you mask before you condition. Conditioner is specifically used as a sealant to basically seal in all the moisture that you invested in your hair during the shower. If you are going to use a mask, which I use a mask every time I shower, I feel like that's just, it's just a given. It's just a given. Like, if you're a curly girl, you want to use a mask like literally every time you shower if you want to have the nourishing looking curls. I always use this mask. This is the mask I've been using lately, like I have been talking about. But yeah, I use this mask. I detangle with the mask in because since the conditioner is a sealant, I would rather, you know, already have it detangled so that way the conditioner can just, you know, basically finalize the whole routine. But yeah, the mask is basically used as like a deep penetration. The conditioner is used to basically, you know, wrap up the whole process. So make sure that if you are going to use a mask in the shower, you use it before you condition, so that way the conditioner can kind of work as a sealant. My next tip is to air dry, then diffuse. I have been doing this probably for a few months though. I've been doing this actually longer. So this is what happens when I wash my hair, right? When I wash my hair, I will have my hair in a towel for so long, like, because I'll just get too lazy and I always just keep it in the microfiber towel or the t-shirt, because I'll just be like, okay, we're gonna tend to this later. I don't feel like tending to it right now. A key tip to making sure that I have volume and definition is making sure that I air dry before I diffuse, and it lessens my diffusing time by so much. Literally now I only diffuse for like 5 minutes, maybe less. So obviously don't do this if you don't have a lot of time, because with me, I will let it air dry for like an hour, maybe longer, just depending on how dry my hair is. I usually let it air dry until it's kind of like just damp to the touch, like not like soaking wet, but you know, where it's still wet but it's kind of like has that, you know, stale feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but you know that feeling where like you put mousse or gel on and then it's kind of like hardened. Once it kind of has that feeling, that's when I know I need to, you know, diffuse it. But air drying before you diffuse literally makes your hair so much more voluminous, and it speeds the diffuser process like 10 times more, and it just makes me come out with way much better results. So yeah, I highly recommend you try that if you're trying to put less heat on your hair too, because that does, you know, decrease the amount of heat you put on your hair. And really diffusing isn't, you know, that harmful, but it's always good to, you know, put less heat than you need to, you know. For my ninth tip, I recommend using a satin pillowcase or a bonnet. I personally like satin pillowcases more because I feel like I have more of a, you know, freedom to just literally let my hair do its thing while it's sleeping. And when I wake up, all I gotta do is just fluff it out. Maybe if I have a few pieces that are dry, kind of spritz them. But yeah, bonnet kind of smushes my hair and it's much more harder to fluff it out, whereas if I do this, all I gotta do is just, you know, do this, maybe, you know, fix it just a tiny bit, and then it's just way more easier than if I were to have a bonnet on. But either one is fine as long as you are protecting your hair throughout the night. That's all that matters. Lastly, I recommend separating your curls. This really enhances the volume. I saw this tip on TikTok, actually. I don't remember who did it or who said it, but basically what I do now is I will go by section, kind of just let the hair drop and then separate them and just, you know, do it like this. Don't separate them if they don't need to be separated, but just kind of separate it like that. And then once I put like all my hair down, it gives me much more volume than I would think I would even be able to get. And it kind of prevents like extra frizz with a pick, even though it's still gonna give you frizz regardless, because if you're separating your curls, you're literally bound to get frizz. It gives you so much more volume and kind of shape to your hair, because I noticed once I started doing that, it really enhanced like how my hair is really shaped. But yeah, that's all the tips I have for you guys today and all of the products I wanted to share with you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so happy to do a sit down video. I haven't done one in so long. Make sure you guys give this a big like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.